Hey everyone at Lighthouse, hope you're all having a really good week. Welcome to the next set of devotions for this week. We're doing a little mini series called Table Talks with Savory. So we're just going to be getting to know our leader and asking him some questions about his life and his walk with Jesus. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Question one, Ian, we're just going to jump straight in with it. Can you tell us how you came to faith and how your life changed from that moment?
I think from a very young age, I could remember having encounters with God. You know, I was thankful for a Christian home and all that. But I think the day I gave in to Christ, and I found out this week the actual date was the 31st of May, 1975, when I was with a bunch of friends at a musical called Spirit, which was the life of the early church. And it was during the scene where the Apostle Stephen was stoned to death that I just knew I had to make it public that I was going to follow Christ and that he would have all of me. And I can even remember the song they were singing, but that comes later. And so, yeah, it was a number of events, but that was the day when I chose Christ because I knew he'd already chosen me.
Yeah, that's great. And so you mentioned you gave your life to Christ in 1975. So over those years, what has been the thing that's kept you so in love with Jesus?
Very simply, because he loved me. You know, I've never been able to get over the fact that the Son of God loved me and gave himself for me. I can remember the first time I ever realized that. I jumped so high, I put both front teeth in my bottom lip and there was blood going everywhere during the worship time where we were at that time. But, you know, I've never had anybody love me like Jesus. And what he's done for me is just beyond words. And, you know, it's as simple as that, because he first loved me.
That's really awesome. So across, like you sort of said about jumping up and biting your bottom lip, it was quite a moment that, you know, you really realized. But are there any other kind of really significant, we'll call it maybe faith moments or encounters with the Holy Spirit that you've had that you'd like to share?
I think as fairly young man, I was seeking after more power in the Holy Spirit. The whole issue of the Holy Spirit was very divisive at that point in many churches. And at the church I was at the time, we had a couple come to speak who became friends. Their names are Tom and Audrey Chipper. Tom's with the Lord, but Audrey has spoken at Lighthouse, so people will know her. And I was so perturbed, really, and disturbed by the Holy Spirit in this couple that as soon as church finished, I headed for the beach. And I think it was cold and windy, but I've always gone to the beach when I need to be alone with God. And it was during that time that I really was baptized in the Holy Spirit. And I was actually on the beach for many, many hours, and it was a cold night, but I can never remember being cold. But I know God baptized me in his Spirit. And from that moment onwards, I saw it happen with a lot of friends because we were just desperate. You know, we knew God loved us, but we wanted to be equipped with power to do what he wanted us to do. So, yeah, loads of people have modeled that to me. But, you know, when you see the Holy Spirit so active in someone's life, that can be quite disturbing as well, you know, because you know you haven't got that. And I wanted it. And God was very gracious.
That's awesome.
That's really encouraging. Great. That sort of brings us to the end of our first devotion of the week. So thank you for joining us for that. We're putting out a song tomorrow. Ian, do you want to just quickly explain what that song is and why you've chosen it?
Well, it's actually the song they sang when I gave my life to Christ. It was from this musical, and the song was To Be Like Jesus. The bit you're going to listen to is just the chorus, but the words are generally to be like Jesus. This hope possesses me in every thought, in every word and deed. This is my aim, my creed. And that's been a kind of life song, really. So it's a recording from about 10 years ago, just someone singing it. So have a think of that, and think of what's the focus for your life. But those words are very precious to me.
Brilliant, great. Yeah, so make sure you look out for that on Tuesday, and we'll be back again on Wednesday. So we look forward to seeing you then.
Bye.